Constitutional Court was incapacitated. The chief judge happens to be the wife of one of the party leaders. Checks and balances were completely brought down, and there is widespread corruption, although that was true of the previous bunch as well, to be honest. Rampant racism and discrimination are tolerated and tacitly even encouraged by the government. So now, particularly against gypsies, but also Jews and gay people. So now we have 22% of extreme right representatives in parliament. And 2 days ago, a former skinhead was chosen to be deputy speaker of the Hungarian Houses of Parliament. And the third topic I'm very keen on is that education got renationalized and schools' autonomy got taken away. So that is possibly the worst of all, because it ruins the future generations' chances. They actually, regarding the law, as we go on, they did away with the constitution and created something that they call the National Basic Law that was set in stone in 1912. And as we go on, we can actually skip the next slide with this guy, so we can go to this wonderful image. This basic law was published in a very decorative edition with new artwork that was commissioned for this particular book. And this is one of the wonderful artworks that they came up with, which depicts Viktor Orban 20 years previously, when he spoke in 1989 at a very famous gathering and gave a very famous speech about the Soviet tanks and troops should leave the country. He seemed to be a really wonderful Democrat at that point, and a liberal. If you go on to the next slide, you can see the tiny detail. That's our hero Prime Minister. And this is the wonderful artwork that was, among many others, commissioned and published in the basic law, which had only 140 small changes since it was set in stone in the framework of 4 major amendments. As we go on, there is just this 2 images I really like to set aside each other. One of them is Klaus Wowereit, who is the mayor of Berlin, and who said famously, "Ich bin schwul und es ist gut so," which means I am gay and that's fine as it is, and that's all right. Of course, it's all right unless you're in Hungary. This other guy on the left or right-hand side is the Hungarian state secretary, and this was even before these guys came into government, who came out as the first politician. And the very next day, this was an image that appeared on the website of a major radio station. I'm sure you recognize the nice inscription behind "Arbeit macht frei,"